The last words of famous atheists before they died. Part 3. Watch and learn.
Robert Greene Ingersoll, known by his moniker the Great Agnostic, was an American lawyer, author, and speaker who advocated agnosticism during the golden age of free thought. "O God, if there be a God, save my soul if I have a soul." Some say it was said this way: "O God, if there be a God, save my soul, if I have a soul, from hell, if there be a hell," was his words before dying. In his dying hours, Napoleon Bonaparte, the French emperor who, like Adolf Hitler, killed millions to further his greedy and power-hungry goals of conquering the world, faced introspection. On the remote South Atlantic island of St. Helena, Napoleon Bonaparte passed away. One would anticipate a clear record of the fallen emperor's last utterances given the large number of individuals gathered around him in his final days. "I die before my time, and my body will be given back to the earth. Such is the fate of him who has been called the Great Napoleon. What an abyss between my deep misery and the eternal kingdom of Christ." Due to the erratic character of Napoleon's life, there exist multiple versions of his final moments, with varying interpretations of his actual words. David Friedrich Strauss is a key figure in German theology and philosophy of the 19th century. He's well known for his investigations into the historical Jesus. His writings revolutionized the way that the New Testament, early Christianity, and ancient faiths were studied. By laying the foundation for a more critical and historical examination of Jesus, Strauss's groundbreaking work influenced theological discussions for many years to come. David Strauss, a key figure in German rationalism who devoted his life to challenging the belief in God, encountered a deep crisis as he neared the end of his life. He felt helpless in his last moments, saying, "My philosophy leaves me utterly forlorn. I feel like one caught in the merciless jaws of an automatic machine, not knowing at what time one of its great hammers may crush me." The dubious legacy of the infamous Soviet leader and Georgian revolutionary Joseph Stalin is characterized by his tremendous power and widespread fear. In a Newsweek interview, his daughter, Svetlana Stalin, revealed the terrifying circumstances of his last hours and days, as well as the ominous condition around her father's passing. She emphasized the idea that God grants an easy death only to the just, characterizing her father's passing as a difficult and terrible death. He opened his eyes suddenly at the last possible minute, giving everyone in the room a scary and piercing look. This expression, according to Svetlana, was horrible, insane, and perhaps furious, with an unsettling intensity that appeared to cling to the atmosphere. He raised his left hand in a way that gave the impression that he was pointing upward, cursing everyone in his path. The gesture was filled with a sense of threat, stirring feelings of unease and hopelessness. He died a few moments later, leaving a legacy that would haunt history and an unsettling silence. In his final moments, Joseph Stalin didn't utter any last words clearly. Instead, unsettling gurgling sounds escaped his lips. Thomas Hobbes was a renowned political philosopher. He's regarded as one of the pioneers of modern political philosophy. He had a strong desire to live during his last moments. "I'm ready to embark on my final journey, a daring jump into the unknown." Hobbes uttered his final words while lying on his deathbed and thinking about his impending demise. Hobbes's religious views are still debatable because he is credited with holding a variety of views which span from Orthodox Christianity to atheism. Hobbes offered a cosmological defense of God's existence in the elements of law, stating that God is the first cause of all causes. Religion was seen as the soul of soulless conditions, or the opium of the people, by German philosopher Karl Marx, who founded and is credited with developing Marxism in the 19th century. He added, "The first requisite for the happiness of the people is the abolition of religion." Marx believed that the working people used religion as a means of protesting their isolation and unfavorable economic circumstances. As Karl Marx approached his deathbed moments, what was his parting message? In fact, he made a statement regarding it much earlier. "Last words are for fools who haven't said enough."
The end of every atheist has always been, "Oh, had I known." Why? Because at their dying beds, their spiritual eyes flips open to what awaits them on the underside. There, they always realize that they wasted their time fighting against the existence of God. It has always been the plan of the devil to separate humans from knowing their maker. For to know God is life eternal. See 1 John 5:20 to 21. Man did not come through any big bang. It's a devil's lie. God made us, and it will be foolishness to think that there is no God when the whole skies declares his existence. God bless you all. Please follow this page for more.